masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from in the world today. Welcome to Jeddah. The setup video is coming at the end of this 3 laps, just to show you what the setup is like. Remember to do all that good stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's go and get into Jeddah. So, remember starts are crucial, 5 red lights. Bit of a poor start. But that's okay. Like I said, starts are so important. Got to absolutely send it through here. Do not go skating on this curb. Really need to watch out for it. If you get on it, you will go skating. You'll be like Tony Hawk. Absolutely loved racing around these F2 cars, especially around Jeddah. Like I said, the AI is not as brutal as it was around Bahrain. The shame I had such a poor start. And that's the thing, you need to make sure that the revs are high. You don't get the initial launch like you would from an F1 car. Try to be gentle on the brakes. The more gentle you are on the brakes and you just let the engine of the car do the work, the better. Unfortunately though, we haven't got engine braking in these cars like we have in the F1 cars, as I just absolutely sent Bortoletto to the shadow realm. Surprised I didn't lose my front wing. Completely missed my braking point. Won't be the first time I've done that. Understeer is a bit rough. Track limits. Obviously trying to not lock up. Maximize corner exit. Obviously watching the walls. It's not been a very good opening 2 laps. Obviously DRS will be available next lap. Whilst the AI are fast, they're not unbeatable like they are around Bahrain. Just remember not to use Bortoletto as an engine stop this time. I do find the names though really off-putting. They are blocking brake mounted boards and whatnot. We get a little bit of understeer through here. But it is what it is. We can live with a little bit of understeer. See if we can't get past Bortoletto with a bit of DRS, but unfortunately he's in the DRS of Korea. So it's going to be just a drag race to the line. Like I said, these F2 cars drive so much better than... wow. They drive so much better than... they used to in previous games. That Bortoletto with a brake check. Love to see it. It's a good job it's only a 3-lap race. AI brake so early. But it is what it is. Setup's coming next. Hello there. So this is what I've done for the Jeddah setup, and if you've seen the 3 laps prior, you'll have seen the setup in action. And like I said, before we get going, do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There's a lot more setups going to be coming out as soon as I can possibly get them done. So going with 32 on the front wing and 20 on the rear wing. For those of you who can handle it, you could even take this down to about 18. Be careful though, as the rear end does get extremely twitchy, especially through the sector 1, especially the S's. But for the sake of this setup, for the stability, I've kept it at 32-20. It seems to really work. And it is competitive as well. Like I said, if you saw the Bahrain one that I put out yesterday, you would have seen me absolutely get smoked by the AI. That's because Bahrain AI is absolutely rapid. It's crazy. But at Jeddah, the AI aren't so good. So this setup works absolute perfect. On the transmission then, I've gone with a 25% on diff, and I've gone with 80% off diff. Like I said, around here, it really helps. You haven't got to worry about engine braking. Engine braking still works a little bit, but not as much obviously as the F1 cars, because there's not that much power compared to F1 cars. On the suspension geometry, it's a standard left. We know the drill by now. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Just pretty pointless having it in the setups for it to do nothing. On the front suspension then, and it's pretty much similar to Bahrain. They are similar sort of circuits. Obviously grip levels are significantly different, but going with the similar sort of setup as Bahrain, and it absolutely works. I have no doubt that the setups and everything and things will get tweaked and patched and whatnot, but until that point happens, if it's not, again, like I said about the suspension geometry, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So a front suspension of 41, rear suspension of 4, roll bar of 21, rear roll bar of 21. Like I said, it works. Front ride height of 20, rear ride height of 54, and yeah, it works. You could go a little bit lower on the front ride height if you want to, but remember there is curbs in sector 1. If you want to ride those, ride them. It's advised against though, because you can end up skating on them like Tony Hawk's. But yeah, like I said, for the sake of this setup, I've gone with 20-54. But again, you could go, like I said, 18-53. Wouldn't recommend going any lower than that, but for the sake of this setup, 20-54 works extremely well. Onto the brakes. I found after doing the Bahrain setup yesterday, you can't run a very low brake bias. Not like you can with F1 cars. These cars have a tendency to over rotate as soon as you get on the brakes. So drop the brake pressure down to 99%, and I've kept the front brake bias at 57. There are corners around Jeddah that you can turn it down to 56, but just for the sake of the setup, I've kept it at 57. I'll leave you guys to work out what corners you can brake. But I mean, you have to change this setup to make it suit your own. Just treat this as a base setup, tweak things, make it your own, and the setup will become much better. Onto the tires then, and it's max pressures. Who would have thought? Max pressures. This has been Jeddah. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll try and fix it. Do that good stuff. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.